Welcome back, YouTubers and Madden fans. This is Madden Money Shot, sniffing out the Madden cheese as always. This is the day, man. If you got EA access on Xbox or PlayStation, you can play Madden today, and you bet your ass I'll be playing it today. With that being said, I'm not sure how much stuff you're going to be able to do, but if you can jump right into MUT, these are going to be some gold players, some cheap players that you can fill out a roster with, some budget beasts. I always do budget beasts every year because early on you're going to need them. So, realistically, you're not going to have a team that can probably even win solos early on. That's how EA constructs the early levels of the game. They want you to get your ass beat in the solos so you run out and buy packs right away. So, to curb that, it might be difficult still, but to curb that, I'm going to put together a list of some of the best players, especially on offense, because that's probably where you're going to have the most issues. So let's go ahead and let's start that off with the quarterbacks. At quarterback, hopefully you were smart enough to do the Kyler Murray rookie premiere. I did, so I'm going to get this guy. I got a feeling, this is just my psychic feeling, just like last year, Saquon Barkley had a challenge right away, a bunch of solos right away. I think he bumped up to like an 84 or something like that. I never had to do those, so I don't even remember that because I didn't have to do those because I had Saquon Barkley. I had the rookie premiere. I got a feeling because Kyler Murray was the #1 pick, he's probably the biggest name coming into the year. My psychic's going to tell me that there's going to be something like that, so that Kyler Murray is going to be bumped up right away. And once again, I'm not going to have to do that because EA wants to sell these hot rookies, man. They want to sell this game with these rookies, so they're going to pump this guy up. I got a feeling. With that being said, if you didn't do him, you can do the core rookie. You get the core rookie card, but I think the core rookie cards are going to be a little bit more costly, and you're going to see that some of the core rookies that I show you are a little bit better than players that have been in the game already. Are a little bit better than players that have already been in the game. So, they're probably going to be more expensive based off of that fact as well. But one of the sets is getting core rookies and turning them into players. I think if you get like 70 core rookies, you can turn them into like an 86 overall player or something like that. So, right off the bat, you can tell that these cards aren't going to be as cheap as you think. But with that being said, Kyler Murray is one of the first quarterbacks that I would recommend getting. Throw power is nice, speed's nice, accuracies aren't that great. But early on, a lot of times you're going to be running with the quarterback because not a lot of the gold cards are going to have great accuracies. Marcus Mariota might be one of the better cheap ones. He's actually got pretty good accuracies with 77, 73, and 75. I don't know where he gets those accuracies from, but they're better than like a Kyler Murray who's faster. And like I said, as far as a cheap gold quarterback, I think Marcus Mariota might be the best one. And that's sad because I don't think Marcus Mariota is a very good quarterback. Like I said, if you want a guy who can just run Lamar Jackson, you can overpay for Lamar Jackson. People aren't going to buy Mariota like that, though. Marcus Jackson, I got a feeling he's going to sell for like $10K or more the first week just because of that speed. But Marcus Mariota, because his speed, he doesn't have quite the name. You know what I'm saying? People don't necessarily want Mariota like that. I think you're going to be able to get him a lot cheaper. Carson Wentz is another one. He's a little bit expensive probably because he's a 79, but he's another one who has above 70 everything. It's around 75 or higher for just about everything. Speed's a 72, so that's workable. 81 throw power. His accuracies are all mid-70s, so he's a guy who I think should be rated a little bit higher, but since he's not, I'll take him at this if he's a cheap price. Ryan Tannehill's another one. A lot of people, he's kind of a bust. People aren't going to be thinking of him. He's got 70 plus everything, mid 70s on some of the categories. So he's a guy you could definitely work in. He's got a little speed at 72 speed. Derek Carr is another one, mid 70 everything. Above 82, above 80 throw power, he's got 82. So these are all workable. I would take him in a heartbeat. So as far as what you could get in the world of speed in this game, Corey Grant, he's a free agent. I don't even know. He's probably going to be expensive. I don't really see that happening. Tevin Coleman, though, you might be getting a decent price. He's an 85 speed. Matt Breida, he's actually had a good year last year, but I'm still surprised to see him at 79 compared to some of the other guys I've seen at 79. Then you got your core rookie issue. Tony Pollard, I said in previous videos, is going to be the fastest rookie. Ronald Jones might be your best bet at 84 speed. Had a horrible rookie season, but still, might be the best option you have. Raheem Mostert, he's another guy. Not a lot of people are going to think about him. TJ Logan, not a lot of people are going to think about him either. These are guys that, they're only a couple years in the league and they haven't done anything, so people aren't going to know their names. So your best bets are probably going to be guys like them. Just to fill out some of the speed players real quick, Jakeem Grant, receiver from the Dolphins, once again, 87 speed. These are the type of guys you're going to have to find. Like I said, at the very least, you just put them in the slot, and they're going to be, good catch and run, good rack players. J.J. Nelson, a core silver. 87 speed, He's another guy, you can make him work. All these guys you can make work. Damian Bird, you know what I'm saying? Or Demir Bird. I mean, he's been, you know, another one. He's 87 speed, once again, short. Typically, these guys are short when they're fast. Philip Dorsett, 86 speed, going down a little bit, but he's a little bit more accomplished than some of his receivers as far as, you know, his catching stats and stuff like that. So he's going to do a little bit better in that regard. Another tall receiver, Kenny Golladay, 6'4", and if you look at most of his stats are close to an 80. His speed's above 80. His catching stats are all really close. So 80 jump as well at 6'4". He's probably going to be one of the best, you know, tall receivers you can get this early in the game at a gold. So to me, the best tight end in this game at this point is probably going to be Evan Ingram, because he's just consistently one of the fastest guys. He's 6'3", which is good size. But yeah, 81 speed, you're not going to be able to beat that. I mean, even George Kittle's only an 86, the team builder, so you're not going to beat that by any means. As far as the defensive end goes, Vic Beasley's been one of my favorite for a while. I missed the days when he actually had decent cards. I mean, he must have had an off year or something, because his cards used to be OP as well, but now you just basically get a guy who's only really good for his speed, and that's pretty good. Early on like this, that's all you need. A guy that can maintain the edge. Once he gets past the blocker, he's going to be getting a sack, because 78 speed is about as high as you're going to get. Karis McKinley as well. This guy's never really done anything in the league, but somehow he has a better rating overall than Vic Beasley. But 77 speed, once again, that's the main thing I'm looking at. 80 acceleration too. To me, acceleration is just as important as speed. Roquan Smith is looking like a pretty nice user. He's topping 80 speed. To me, a minimum for a user middle linebacker right now is 80 speed. 82 acceleration, not too bad as well. And a 73 strength is pretty nice also. As far as speed linebackers go, I mean, I'm glad I did Devin Bush. Devin White wasn't available. I probably would have chose him over him anyway. But Devin Bush, I mean, that rookie premier is one of the fastest middle linebackers, user middle linebackers in the game. Your only other option really is Shaquem Griffin. I mean, he's a good pickup, 82 speed. You know, as far as you know, without going the rookie, you know, the core rookie route. Blake Cashman looks great. He's fast, but once again, you're gonna have to pay a lot because these core rookies are gonna be overpriced because of the set that they're involved in. Maurice Alexander, I mean, he's an 81 speed. There's not a lot of over 81 speed, not a lot of over 80 speed guys out there, especially on as far as talent goes. I think Kamu Grugier-Hill would be a decent one. You know, you can see him there. I already mentioned Roquan Smith. He's going to be one of the better ones overall. But if you just want a fast user, I mean, I like Lorenzo Carter, but he's an outside linebacker. You could use him. He's not even, you know, he's only 79 speed, which is still good enough. Jerome Baker, I mean, not a lot of people know about him. 6'2" as well, so he's got good size. So there's definitely some options. Maurice Alexander used to be a safety. What happened? So I guess he's a you know, that's not bad though. I mean, like I said, a lot of times safeties convert really well to linebackers. I just didn't know what happened. So he's listed as a linebacker. Maybe they're not right. Now, here's a guy you want to make sure you get on your roster. I hope he's not overpriced. I almost don't even want to put this guy on the list because I don't want anybody to know about him. But this is one of my favorite players. Dante Jackson, A6 speed. He's only 5'10". His jump isn't there, but A6 speed, A6 agility. These are some of the highest you're going to find, especially at this point since you got a gold player. So he's definitely a steal. A speed corner that not a lot of people are going to know about is Jonathan Jones. He hasn't done much as a Patriot, but he's A6 speed. Like I said, you need guys. You don't want to be getting burnt. So you need guys that can at least recover, at least get back. I wish they were taller, but what are you going to do? Shaquille Griffin, 85 speed. He's actually, you know, somewhat talented. I mean, he's almost got 70s in zone and man. So, you know, he's a 78. He's almost an elite. So he might be a little bit expensive. But I don't know if people really know about Shaq Griffin like that. You know what I mean? They know about his brother, but I don't know if they know about him being as good as he is. Trey Waynes is forever on here. I don't know, man. I don't want to call him a bust, but he's just forever a gold. I mean, he's got great speed. He's got good size at 6 foot. He's just always been. He never really turned out. He was a first round pick. He just never really turned out, but he's good in Madden. I always liked Kevin King. He doesn't really have the best stats as far as zone and man, but at 6'3", 82 speed, 84 excel and agility. I'll take that guy. If I'm running cover 3, even a cover 2, I'll take that guy. Got some more short corners for you. Jair Alexander at 5'10", but an 84 speed, 85 agility, 84 acceleration. So he's got all of the athleticism you would want. Finally found a safety that's over 80 speed. He's exactly 80 speed. Xavier Woods on the Cowboys, 81 acceleration as well, 78 hit power. So here's a guy, you know, I take him to run the middle. Wish he was a little bit taller, but that's all good. I'll tell you, a rangy safety that I wish was a little bit better. You know, I think that the best one you're going to find that is kind of a good combination, it's got some decent coverage stats, is Adrian Colbert out of the Niners. If you want a guy that's a size and speed guy, you could go with Obi Melifonwu. This guy here is a former bust from the Raiders. I think he'd be a great pickup. He's 6'4", 83 speed, and he's a 76 hit power. You know, zone coverages are bad, so he's not necessarily going to take good angles. But if you need somebody in the back half running a cover 3 in the middle, I think, you know, Obi Melifonwu can get you some jump ball opportunities. I tell you, man, these core rookies, they're some of the best cards in the game. We got, you know, Darnell Savage, 84 speed. I haven't found too many safeties that crack 80, and this dude's knocking on an 84. So hopefully you did that rookie premiere. I didn't do that one. I just didn't have the feeling that he'd play that much as a Packer. So hopefully I don't regret that. But, I mean, I definitely regretted last year when I didn't do the safety from the Chargers. So that's it. That's the list. Hope you guys like that. If you want to see more in the future, MUT tip videos like this, do me a favor, like button, I'll do that. Other than that, thanks for watching Madden Money Shot out. Need more help or just want to show your support? Then head over to my Patreon and join my team, where you can get exclusive content like ebooks and bonus plays, as well as early access to my vids and more. Link in the description below.